Good morning, everyone. Mariette here from Inner Connection. Today, I want to share with you one of the core concepts of my online conscious parenting course called From Havoc to Harmony at Home. The concept of the generational relay race. We are all learning life lessons within the family field. If we think of the family tree, we are all intertwined, eternally intertwined, and always learning in effect of one another. When we have children, we pass the baton to the next generation. Everything that is unresolved within us and from the previous generations and our ancestors are now being passed on to our child, as well as the automatic download of information from the family field, which happens from the moment of conception and continues as an automated process for the first 7 years of our child's life as they share our energy system with us. After 7, they become more energetically independent and they start making their own way. But we are always learning in effect of one another. So when we're passing this baton on to the next generation and it's our child's turn to continue this journey, we continue to support them as the coach. So when a coach arrives, a coach needs to be fully charged with optimum levels of health, ready to support that young person that is now from an early age working on the same soul spiritual lessons as us. So our parenting is very, very important, and conscious parenting is really about raising the next generation to enable them to get in touch with their inner power so that they are truly able to create a world for themselves free from fear, a world of freedom. That is really what we want for our children, all of us. So when you as the coach are on the side and we go through the first module of From Havoc to Harmony at Home, we really focus on the parent, and the parent is turning within and becoming aware of all the processes that is working on us. Of course, these are the same processes working in on our child, and we can only help our child with it once we've learned to manage it within ourselves. So that is what we dealt with in the first module. In the second module, we want to get into the starting blocks of this generational race, and we want to be on the sideline, ready to support our child. So as our child goes into the starting blocks, we learn to meet them where they are at. Where are they at with their language, their development, their impulse control, and really be in touch with their soul, spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical development. Because if we ask too much from our child, we're going to feed into resistance patterns. And we want to get into that race and stay in the flow. Currently, we are busy with Module 3, where we are looking at how do we get a yes from our child? How do we stay in this flow? What creates the connection between us and our child so that we can actually use the energy exchange between our system and our child's system to manage behavior and steer our child and our home environment in the direction that we want it to go. From Havoc to Harmony at Home. The next module will be about the blockage. So when we're running the race, there might be a few hurdles ahead of us. So when we are focusing on the training today in Module 3, Training 3, we are looking at how we are going to instruct our child. That gets us really into the flow. The next training this afternoon is about how to improve their listening skills and following of directions. This creates the momentum to get us over those hurdles the few that will be left by the time we get to module 4. Because we have been so proactive with regards to looking at ourselves, meeting our child where they are at, and now getting into the flow and staying in the flow. It's a very, very proactive approach. We're not going to need to be so reactive anymore. But we are now at this point building up that momentum that when we run the generational relay race and we meet a blockage, our child might say no or resist us, then we know, oh, this is just a hurdle, and you will have strategies then to also overcome these hurdles. I'm really also looking forward to sharing visual aids and support with you because we want to save this voice. We don't want to be talking all the time and repeating ourselves. We want to have a proactive strategy, and we are super mindful about the words that we use, how we talk to our children, and exactly what we say. Love and light, Mariette.